The Centennial Trail is located in southwest South Dakota and was constructed in 1989 to celebrate the state's centennial. I started my second northbound thru hike at Norbek Dam and hiked north through Wind Cave National Park, Custer State Park, Black Elk Wilderness, Mount Rushmore, the Black Hills National Forest, Fort Meade, and ended by summiting Bear Butte, the trail's northern terminus. Centennial Trail, 125 miles through hikes, starting at the Norbek Dam. Quoting a classic song, I have a long ways to go and a short time to get there. Let's go. On the first day, I walked 28 miles through Wind Cave National Park and Custer State Park. I stopped at Legion Lake Lodge for dinner and camped at the southern edge of Black Elk Wilderness. Making my way through Wind Cave National Park. Prairie dogs are chirping, telling all their friends. There's some sexy guy walking through. Got my first glimpse of a bison way up over there. As I finish Wind Cave here and get into Custer State Park, I'll probably get a closer view of some bison. I'm always kind of looking because a couple times I've been walking through here next to some trees and one was laying down, 20 feet off the trail, and we both startled each other. So kind of paying attention to that sort of thing. Not only looking up here to see if I can see any in the distance, but kind of being more aware of my surroundings so we don't have one of those close-up surprise encounters. So the trail in this area is marked by these big poles. You may think that's kind of overkill for marking the trail here. But the reason why they're so big is the bison. There aren't a whole lot of trees around here. The bison use those as scratching posts. So they come up and rub against it and shed a little bit, and works out real handy. But if you had a little post there, they'd push it right out of the ground. Came across my first close bison. He's standing there right on the trail, staring at me. Well, I guess he's not interested. So, the trail would be too close to him or her, whatever it is. It's a big one though. You always have to be careful of the ones that are by themselves because they can be dicks. That's what the buffalo say when they see me. Be careful, he's by himself. But it sure is beautiful. Look at him. So, there's the trail. There's the bison. I'm going to go up on the hill here a little bit and go around them. So I'm probably, 200-300 feet away from them. Nice part about being over here. There's a couple trees. He starts coming this way, and I need to. I'll go up on a tree, but he doesn't look like he's too interested in me. Don't fall down. made it to French Creek Horse Camp. Some horsies over here. There are a few areas along the Centennial Trail where horses on trails is not uncommon. So horses leave some poop behind too, but it's all right. Everybody share the trail, it'll be nice. This is a good place coming through here. There's some pit toilets here, but up ahead here I know that there's a regular bathroom with flushing toilets, and there's a pump with some water. So I've been drinking enough water. I'm going to chug some and fill back up. Don't have to filter it that way. There's a garbage can here. I haven't really made any garbage yet, but it's going good. Some of the other hikers that I've been hiking past have been talking about poison ivy, and I really wasn't paying attention. So I probably got some on my legs. I noticed I'm starting to break out in some hives. So at that water spigot, not only did I get water for drinking, I was trying to wash my legs up here a little bit. But leaving the horse camp, there's a little map. Started there. You are there. I am going this way, and I am trying to get out of Custer State Park today. So French Creek Horse Camp is up here someplace. Anyway, the long and the short of it is I've gone 15 miles. About 6 miles up here is Legion Lake Lodge. There's a restaurant, a little store there. So I want to get there for dinner. It's about 2 o'clock right now. I think I ate too much for lunch, but I'll figure out a way to get some food in. And then in Custer State Park, there's only one spot on the Centennial Trail where you're legally camping. And that is at this French Creek, not at the campground there, but there's a place right up here, about 1.5 miles or 2. I've camped there before. However, it's really nice out. It's overcast. It says that it's 77 degrees, but I don't think it's that hot. And tomorrow, it's going to be close to 90 degrees. So I am going to try to bang out probably another 12, 13 miles here today. So it's a big day. But right now it's the middle of June, longest days of the year. So I have plenty of time between now and dark. And I'll have that little break sitting at the restaurant for a little bit, about halfway. So ate too many Doritos. climb up a nice wash gully full of rocks, big hill. Nice view here. Okay, probably a little over a mile till it's time to eat again. Not really that hungry, but the way that I plan my meals, I need to eat dinner there tonight and save my dinners for the next couple nights. So it's you know, it's a hard job eating, but I guess I'll have to do it. Quarter to 5, I made it to Legion Lake Lodge, which, as you can see, is basically a resort run by the state within Custer State Park. Last time I came through here was early in the morning, so a little different now. Kids out on the lake having some fun. The restaurant and little gift shop is right up here. Crispy chicken sandwich, some french fries, some ice cold lemonade. Oh, all right, belly's full. Well hydrated, use the facilities. Temperatures have fallen. I'd be lying if I said I'm excited to hike 7 miles or 8 miles right now, but it's gotta happen. Moving right along. Some nice rock formations up here. Some more rocks over here. We're still moving. So many nice trees that I could hang my hammock on in camp. Stupid rules. Black Elk Wilderness. Thank the Lord. Now, I remember I go up a hill here. Hopefully there's someplace up here good to hang my hammock and end for the day. Hiking through Black Elk Wilderness down in a valley. No place to hang my hammock. I'm on top of the hill now. Looks like it flattens out over there, but I had to give you a little peek here. We got ourselves a little dusk view. On day 2, I hiked 15 miles plus a bonus 2 miles to see Mount Rushmore. I completed the Black Elk Wilderness, entered the Black Hills National Forest, and camped north of Samelius Peak. Good morning. Last night was a little rough. Stomach was upset. The suspension for my underquilt broke. My phone cord wasn't working right. Great big gust of wind kept on coming up about the time I was trying to fall asleep, blowing me around. But we made it through it. It's gonna be a hot one today. So given my long miles yesterday and the hot temperatures today, I'm gonna lay off a little bit, not do quite as many miles. Still probably do 12 or so. But made it out to Mount Rushmore here. Gonna walk in, take in the sights, grab some food. I'm hoping that they have, they sell phone charger cords here, because mine is not working, and that would be bad news if I can't charge my phone. But relax, enjoy the moment. Ooh, buddy. Hashtag America. I'm at Carver's Marketplace, which is the cafeteria at Mount Rushmore. Breakfast this morning. Some eggs, some potatoes, biscuits and gravy, and some orange juice. So I bought a charging cord for like $28. It's still not working. If I hold it just right, I think something's bent on my phone. So I think I can charge, I just have to hold it the whole time. But I'm gonna eat this breakfast. We'll figure that out later. All right, back on the trail, man. Shit. I have to say I've been critical of the Mount Rushmore food service in the past, but I have to admit that breakfast was pretty good. Much better than their dinner and lunch offerings. So, sat in there, finicky, messed around with my phone a little bit. Got it charged up here a little bit. It's a hot one. It's probably 85 degrees and it's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna try to get at least, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 miles in. I'm gonna go super slow. Might take a little siesta in the heart of the afternoon and hike a little later. We'll see what happens. I have to practice a little self-restraint, not overexert myself, which I have a track record of doing. Here comes some horsies. Feeling parched, still had a liter of water, but came across this water source. Decided, I could drink that liter in a heartbeat. So I'm gonna get a little bit more water, really camel up here, have some electrolyte tabs, and just keep moving slowly here in the heart of the afternoon when it's hot out. Glad to be out of Black Elk Wilderness. It is probably my least favorite section on the Centennial Trail. Just a lot of green tunnel, but there are some good spots in Black Elk Wilderness. There's a different loop where you go up to this big overlook. It's like a castle on top of a rock. It's pretty cool. I was there a couple years ago. Put a link to that video in the cards. I got a trailhead up here about 3/4 of a mile. There is a little bit of a gap here for water, so with this heat I want to make sure I fill up with water. Not exactly sure where the last and best spot before that gap is. I'm probably not going to be camping by water tonight, so I may have to load up my dirty water bag and carry a little extra. Just crossed over one of the major roads coming and going from Mount Rushmore and the Black Hills. It's a Saturday. People are living the dream, as am I. Filtering water again. It's from the source. It's right next to this little railroad track that I crossed. I think this railroad track, it's mainly just for tourist, like historic type train. I could hear the whistle blowing. Probably when I was about 45 minutes away another direction, but this water source wasn't 100% that it would be here. There is a Google spreadsheet that people who hike the trail keep where they give updates on the water sources, and this one is usually on like a 5-point scale. It's like a 1, 1.5, 2 for reliability. And the last time that somebody updated that spreadsheet for this creek here was almost a month ago. But I was lucky enough, the water is here. And it sounds like we're being invaded. Actually, it's kind of obnoxious. You hear helicopters all the time in this area because it's all of the tourism flying around in a helicopter around Mount Rushmore. So the next water source is about 9 miles up the trail. However, between here and there is Samelius Peak, which is the highest point on the Centennial Trail. And I mean, it's by no means Colorado mountain, but it is kind of a strenuous climb. So I originally had planned to camp at that trailhead before I go up that mountain, but that's like 3.5 miles from here. It's a little after 2. I've been doing all right, even though it's 85, 86 degrees out. There's a little bit of a breeze. I've been drinking lots of water, doing my electrolytes, kind of taking a slower pace, and I'm doing fine. So, but you know, that last 5 miles of the day is always the hardest one, so that could change in a heartbeat. But I am going to drink probably 1.5 liters of water here now. I'm going to fill up my bottles again, so that's 1.7 liters. And then I'm probably going to put like 1.5 liters of this 2-liter bag of unfiltered water and carry that along, so I have plenty of water when I camp tonight. Before that, the 9 miles, I'm going to camp in a dry spot. So here we go. It doesn't taste very good, but here we go. Woo. So for the record, you don't actually climb Samelius Peak. You kind of go around it, and then you go up to a scenic overlook in the highest point that's past it. But I got to stop here for a little bit. Got to do a little foot care, charge up my phone a little bit, eat something. It's like 5 o'clock. Haven't eaten lunch. I'm not going to eat too much, but take a little rest here, get up to that highest point in a bit after my break. Keep on going until I find a good place to camp. Well, I made it up to that scenic overlook. This is one of my favorite overlooks on the whole Centennial Trail. So it's nice. I just sat here for probably 10-15 minutes, set my phone down, letting it do a time lapse, forcing me to just sit there, feel this breeze, feel the sun. There's a little bit of a sprinkle. It was glorious. Walking down the trail, and I see literally 3 feet away from me a snake, and it's lying just in a circle. And I'm thinking rattlesnake, and I did a dance down the rocks that wasn't exactly very coordinated looking, but whew. So I found the spot. I was planning on going up. I know there's a spot up here with a beautiful overlook where you can see Lake Sheridan, which is the nice big lake that I'm going to be getting to tomorrow in the next water supply. But I found this beautiful area right in here. And, you know, it may not have that overlook, but it's pretty protected here. You know, no underbrush here. So, this is going to be home tonight. Enjoy my buffalo mac and cheese. It's one of the few meals that I really like from Mountain House, and it is really good. It's probably about 7:30. You can see the sun is setting through the trees. Beautiful view over there. The sun is setting right over there on the other side. I am not going to make it till sunset. Sunset's after 9, like 4 after 9, 9:30. So I'm going to try to get to bed early tonight and wake up early tomorrow and get a little bit earlier of a start. Sunrise is at 5 o'clock. I'm not going to beat the sunrise, but I'm going to get going early. The temperature is supposed to be 20 degrees cooler than it was today, so that'll be nice, and hopefully I can crush the miles. There is actually a severe thunderstorm watch for this area for the next hour and a half. Hopefully nothing rolls through. I was setting up my hammock, and there's just some big gusty winds, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go, just like last night. So hopefully that doesn't get too bad. I didn't shoot setting up my hammock because I had to repair my underquilt, where it has a couple of these big rubber bands that suspend it on the foot end, and both of those broke last night. So it isn't the first time that's happened. I think it might be a design flaw with that underquilt, but I cut some line off of my my bare line, hook that through there. It should hold fine. Good thing is it isn't going to get real cold at night, so if there's a little bit of a gap, that'll be fine. But I'm going to finish eating my buffalo mac and cheese here. I'm going to go hang my food bag, and I'm going to go to bed. We'll see you tomorrow.